Welcome, my dear listener, to a quiet space where we can gently explore the intricate, yet remarkably calming, world of data science as it weaves its way through the fabric of business. Tonight, we will embark on a journey, not of intense analysis or complex calculations, but rather a slow, deliberate stroll through the concepts, the gentle hum of insights, and the quiet promise that data holds for the world of commerce. Imagine the soft glow of a desk lamp, illuminating a worn leather-bound book, its pages whispering tales of patterns and predictions. That is the essence of our exploration tonight. We are not here to rush, nor to grasp at fleeting ideas, but to allow these concepts to drift into our awareness, much like leaves falling softly onto a placid pond. Data science for business. It sounds perhaps like a bustling marketplace, full of numbers and demands. But beneath that initial impression lies a profound quietude, a methodical approach to understanding, to foreseeing, and to nurturing growth. It is about listening intently to the whispers that data offers, gathering scattered signals, and then, with a gentle touch, arranging them into a narrative that guides us forward. Think of a master gardener, tending to a vast and diverse garden. Each plant, each patch of soil, each subtle shift in light or temperature holds information. The gardener, through patient observation and understanding, interprets these signals to ensure the garden flourishes. In many ways, the data scientist in business is akin to this gardener, carefully cultivating insights from the digital soil. At its very heart, data science is about making sense of the vast ocean of information that surrounds every single business, every transaction, every interaction. It's about moving beyond mere intuition, however valuable that may be, and augmenting it with clarity, with evidence, and with a touch of foresight. Consider a gentle stream flowing over smooth pebbles. Each pebble is a piece of data, and the stream's journey, its course, is the flow of business. Data science helps us understand the stream's currents, where it might widen, where it might narrow, and how it carves its path. Our journey begins, as all journeys do, with the fundamental building blocks, data itself. Imagine vast libraries, not of books, but of tiny, shimmering particles, each one a piece of information. These particles are collected from myriad sources, some obvious, some hidden in plain sight. Every click on a website, every purchase made, every customer service interaction, every sensor reading from a machine. These are all tiny data particles. They might seem disparate, like individual grains of sand, but when gathered and observed, they begin to form patterns, textures, and even landscapes. In the business world, this data originates from everywhere. From the gentle hum of a company's internal operations, its financial records, its inventory movements, its human resources information, to the external world, the echoes of customer behavior on social media, the market trends reported in economic indicators, the subtle shifts in competitor strategies. Each source contributes to a growing tapestry of information. The initial step, often overlooked in its quiet complexity, is the gathering of this data. It's a bit like collecting dewdrops from a morning meadow. A delicate process of capturing these tiny, precious droplets before they evaporate. Once collected, this data needs a home. Think of it as creating a serene, organized sanctuary where all these pieces of information can reside peacefully. This is where concepts like data warehouses and data lakes come into play. A data warehouse is like a beautifully structured, multi-level archive, where information is carefully categorized and stored, ready for retrieval in an orderly fashion. Each item has its designated place, making it easy to find what you need. Data is often cleaned and structured before it enters this warehouse, ensuring its pristine condition. A data lake, on the other hand, is a little more expansive, a bit more free-flowing. Imagine a vast, still lake where all forms of data, structured and unstructured, are allowed to flow in and settle. It's raw, unrefined, a true reflection of the original source. This might include anything from customer reviews and social media posts, to sensor data and video files. The beauty of a data lake is its flexibility, its ability to hold diverse forms of information, waiting patiently for a skilled hand to draw insights from its depths. Both serve as reservoirs, calm and deep, holding the potential for understanding. Now, even in the most serene of environments, a little tidying up is often necessary. This brings us to the crucial, yet often unsung, phase of data preparation and cleaning. Imagine trying to read a story where some words are smudged, some pages are missing, and some sentences are simply nonsensical. It would be frustrating, wouldn't it? Data, in its raw form, can be very much like this. It can be incomplete, inconsistent, or simply incorrect. Data cleaning is a gentle art, a careful process of refinement. It's like polishing a precious stone, removing the dust and imperfections to reveal its true luster. This involves identifying missing values and deciding how to handle them, perhaps by filling them in with a gentle estimate, or by acknowledging their absence. It means correcting inconsistencies, ensuring that New York and then White are understood to be the same city, for instance. It involves removing duplicates, like echoes that distort the original sound. This meticulous, patient work ensures that the data we eventually analyze is trustworthy, a clear mirror reflecting the reality it represents. Without this gentle preparation, any insights we glean might be distorted, like looking through a rippled window. Once the data is clean and beautifully organized, we are ready for the next phase, exploratory data analysis, or EDA. This is where we begin to gently converse with the data, asking it questions and listening for its subtle responses. It's like strolling through a garden and simply observing, noticing which flowers bloom brightest, which paths are most trodden, and how the different elements interact. EDA is not about complex modeling, not yet. It's about understanding the basic characteristics of our data. We might visualize it, creating calm, informative charts and graphs that tell a story without words. A gentle bar chart might show us the most popular products, a serene line graph might reveal sales trends over time, or a quiet scatter plot might hint at relationships between customer age and purchasing habits. These visualizations are like gentle breezes, revealing patterns and relationships that might otherwise remain hidden. They help us identify outliers, those unique data points that stand apart, like a single white dove in a flock of gray pigeons, warranting a closer, more curious look. We are simply exploring, allowing insights to emerge naturally, without force or preconceived notions. It's a period of quiet contemplation, allowing the data to speak for itself. As we move deeper into our exploration, we begin to introduce methodologies and algorithms. These are the gentle tools and techniques that allow us to delve further into the data's mysteries. They are like different lenses through which we can observe our garden, each offering a unique perspective, revealing different layers of its beauty and complexity. One of the most foundational concepts we encounter is machine learning. Do not let the term machine conjure images of clanking gears and frantic activity. Instead, imagine a patient, diligent student who learns from experience. Machine learning is precisely that, allowing computer systems to learn from data, identify patterns, and make predictions or decisions with minimal human intervention. It's about teaching a system to recognize the unique song of a particular bird, not by explicitly programming every note, but by letting it listen to many, many songs and gradually discern the patterns. We often categorize machine learning into two broad types that are particularly relevant for business: supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning is like having a gentle guide during your learning process. You provide the system with data that has already been labeled with the correct answers. For example, you might show it thousands of images of cats and dogs, each clearly marked as cat or dog. The system then learns to identify the characteristics that distinguish cats from dogs. In business, this could mean showing the system past customer data labeled with whether they churned, left the service, or remained. The system then learns to predict which new customers are likely to churn. It's about learning from historical examples to make informed predictions about the future. Unsupervised learning, on the other hand, is more akin to exploring without a map, relying on your own observations to find patterns. Here, the data is unlabeled. The system is given a collection of data and tasked with finding inherent structures or groupings within it, all on its own. Imagine being given a basket full of different fruits and asked to group them into natural categories, without being told what those categories are. You might group them by color, by size, by texture, or by taste. In business, unsupervised learning is often used for customer segmentation, grouping customers into distinct categories based on their purchasing behavior or demographics, without predefined labels. It helps us discover hidden relationships and structures that we might not have anticipated. Within supervised learning, two common types of problems often arise in business: regression and classification. Regression problems are about predicting a continuous value, like predicting the price of a house based on its features, or forecasting the sales revenue for the next quarter. It's like drawing a gentle curve through a set of points, trying to capture the trend. Classification problems, conversely, are about predicting a categorical label. This could be classifying an email as spam or not spam, or predicting whether a loan applicant will default or not default. It's about placing an item into one of several predefined baskets. Let's briefly touch upon some specific gentle algorithms that bring these concepts to life. Linear regression, for instance, is one of the simplest and most elegant. Imagine drawing a straight line through a scatter of points on a graph, trying to find the line that best represents the relationship between two variables. It helps us understand how one variable changes in response to another, like how advertising spend might gently influence sales. Logistic regression, despite its name, is used for classification problems, particularly binary ones. It helps us predict the probability of an event occurring, like the likelihood of a customer making a purchase, transforming a continuous input into a probability between 0 and 1. Decision trees are another intuitive algorithm. Imagine a flowchart, but one that is built automatically from data. At each step, a decision is made based on a particular feature, leading down a specific path until a final prediction or classification is reached. It's like a series of gentle if-then statements, guiding us to an outcome. Random forests build upon decision trees by creating many of them, like a grove of trees working together. Each tree makes a prediction, and then the forest collectively decides the final outcome, leading to more robust and accurate results, much like a chorus of voices is richer than a single note. Moving into the realm of unsupervised learning, K-means clustering is a widely used technique. Imagine you have a collection of similar objects, and you want to group them into K distinct clusters. K-means gently partitions the data into these groups, ensuring that objects within a cluster are similar to each other, and different from objects in other clusters. In business, this is invaluable for customer segmentation, allowing companies to tailor their marketing messages to specific groups. For example, grouping customers into your budget-conscious, premium-seeking, or loyal brand advocates. Beyond these, there are more intricate techniques like neural networks, which are inspired by the structure of the human brain. They involve layers of interconnected nodes, or neurons, that process information in a gentle, iterative way, learning increasingly complex patterns. While they can be powerful, for our calming exploration tonight, we'll simply acknowledge their presence as a sophisticated evolution of these learning paradigms, akin to the brain's own intricate patterns of thought. Another fascinating area is natural language processing, or NLP. This is about enabling computers to understand, interpret, and generate human language in a valuable way. Imagine the computer gently reading and comprehending vast amounts of text, like a patient scholar absorbing knowledge from countless manuscripts. For business, NLP allows us to derive insights from customer reviews, social media comments, support tickets, and even call transcripts. Sentiment analysis, a subfield of NLP, can gently gauge the emotional tone of text. Is a customer review positive, negative, or neutral? This helps businesses understand customer feelings at scale, allowing for more empathetic and targeted responses. Text mining can identify recurring themes, emerging trends, or common complaints, all from the unstructured text that flows around a business. Time series analysis is another vital branch, focusing on data points collected over a period of time. This is invaluable for forecasting. Imagine observing the gentle ebb and flow of tides, or the rhythmic change of seasons. Time series analysis helps us understand trends, seasonality, like increased sales during holidays, and cyclical patterns in data, allowing businesses to predict future demand, plan inventory, or forecast stock prices with greater accuracy and a gentle understanding of temporal rhythms. Now, let us turn our attention to how these gentle applications of data science ripple through various functions within a business, touching almost every aspect of its operation, much like a stone dropped into a still pond sends concentric circles outward. In the realm of marketing and sales, data science provides an almost poetic understanding of the customer. Imagine having the ability to truly listen to each customer, to understand their unique preferences, their journey, and their needs. Customer segmentation, powered by techniques like K-means clustering, allows businesses to group customers into distinct profiles based on demographics, purchase history, and behavior. This is like understanding that different flowers in a garden require different care. Some thrive in sunlight, others in shade. With these segments, marketing messages can be personalized, delivered not as a loud broadcast, but as a gentle, relevant whisper directed to the right ears. Personalization extends beyond just messaging. Think of recommendation engines, the quiet guides that suggest products you might like based on your past behavior and the behavior of similar customers. This is like a thoughtful friend knowing your tastes and suggesting a book you genuinely enjoy. These engines, powered by algorithms, quietly enhance the customer experience, making interactions feel more intuitive and less intrusive. Churn prediction is another powerful application. Imagine being able to gently anticipate which customers might be considering leaving your service, allowing you to proactively reach out with a thoughtful offer or assistance. This is like noticing a plant beginning to wilt and offering it water before it's too late. Data science models analyze historical customer behavior, identifying subtle signals that precede churn, giving businesses the opportunity to intervene and strengthen customer relationships. Lead scoring helps sales teams focus their energy on the most promising prospects. Instead of chasing every potential lead with equal fervor, data science can assign a gentle score to each, indicating their likelihood of converting into a customer. This allows sales efforts to be more efficient, more targeted, and ultimately, more successful. Campaign optimization, too, benefits immensely. By analyzing the performance of past marketing campaigns, data science can help fine-tune future ones, optimizing everything from the channels used to the timing of messages, ensuring that every outreach is as effective as possible. Moving to operations and supply chain, data science brings a sense of calm predictability and efficiency. Imagine a vast network of interconnected components, from raw materials to finished products, and having a clear, gentle view of its entire flow. Predictive maintenance is a beautiful example. Instead of waiting for a machine to break down, causing costly disruptions, data science can predict when a piece of equipment is likely to fail, allowing for proactive maintenance. This is like noticing a faint squeak in a mechanism and addressing it before it becomes a grinding halt. Sensors on machinery continuously stream data, and algorithms learn to identify subtle patterns that precede failure, ensuring smoother, uninterrupted operations. Inventory optimization is another area where data science brings quiet precision. Imagine a warehouse where every item is exactly where it needs to be, in the right quantity, at the right time. Data science helps businesses balance the costs of holding too much inventory, tying up capital, against the risks of holding too little, leading to stockouts and lost sales. By forecasting demand with greater accuracy, considering seasonality, promotions, and external factors, businesses can manage their inventory with a gentle hand, reducing waste and improving cash flow. Logistics and route optimization also benefit profoundly. Imagine delivery trucks taking the most efficient paths, reducing fuel consumption and delivery times. Data science algorithms can process vast amounts of data on traffic patterns, road conditions, delivery schedules, and vehicle capacities to determine the optimal routes, ensuring smooth and timely movement of goods. Demand forecasting, as mentioned, is crucial here, allowing for better planning across the entire supply chain, from procurement to distribution. In the world of finance, where numbers often swirl with intense energy, data science introduces a stabilizing, insightful presence. Fraud detection is a critical application. Imagine a watchful, intelligent system that can gently sift through millions of transactions, identifying the subtle anomalies that might indicate fraudulent activity. Algorithms learn from patterns of legitimate transactions and flag anything that deviates significantly, like a sudden, unexpected ripple in an otherwise calm financial stream. This proactive approach helps protect both businesses and customers from financial harm. Risk assessment, whether for loans, investments, or insurance policies, is another domain where data science brings clarity. By analyzing vast amounts of historical data, including financial indicators, credit scores, and market trends, models can gently assess the likelihood of a borrower defaulting, an investment losing value, or an insured event occurring. This allows for more informed decision-making, balancing risk and reward with a clearer understanding. Algorithmic trading, while often associated with speed, at its core relies on data science to identify patterns and execute trades based on predefined rules and market signals, albeit at a much faster pace than our tranquil discussion tonight. Credit scoring, too, is a direct application, allowing financial institutions to make fair and consistent decisions based on a comprehensive understanding of an applicant's financial history and behavior. Even in human resources, data science can foster a more empathetic and efficient environment. Imagine having a gentle understanding of your workforce, identifying potential areas for growth and support. Talent acquisition can be enhanced by using data to identify the best channels for recruiting, to analyze the characteristics of successful hires, and even to predict the likelihood of a candidate succeeding in a role. This helps businesses find the right people, not just for the job, but for the company culture. Employee retention also benefits. By analyzing data on employee satisfaction, performance, and feedback, data science can help identify factors that lead to turnover, allowing businesses to proactively address issues and create a more supportive work environment. This is like tending to the well-being of each individual plant in your garden, ensuring they have the right conditions to thrive. Performance analysis can help managers understand individual and team strengths and areas for development, guiding gentle coaching and training initiatives. For product development, data science acts as a quiet compass, guiding innovation and refinement. Feature optimization involves analyzing user data to understand which product features are most used, most loved, or most frustrating. This allows product teams to prioritize development efforts, gently refining existing features or introducing new ones that truly resonate with users. User experience (UX) analysis, leveraging data from website interactions, app usage, and surveys, helps identify pain points and areas for improvement, creating more intuitive and enjoyable product experiences. Market trend identification, through the analysis of social media, news, and search data, allows businesses to spot emerging needs and opportunities, guiding the development of innovative new products and services, like sensing a subtle shift in the wind that promises new seeds. Finally, at the highest level of strategic decision-making, data science offers a profound clarity. Imagine leaders making decisions not just on instinct, but with the quiet confidence that comes from deep, data-driven understanding. Market entry strategies can be informed by analyzing market size, competitive landscape, consumer preferences, and regulatory environments in potential new markets. Competitor analysis moves beyond anecdotal observations to a systematic understanding of competitor strengths, weaknesses, and strategies derived from publicly available data. Identifying new business opportunities becomes a more structured process, as data science can uncover unmet customer needs, emerging niches, or untapped markets, much like a gentle sonar ping revealing unseen depths. Throughout all these applications, it's crucial to remember the human element and the ethical considerations that gently underpin all our endeavors. Data science is not about replacing human ingenuity, but about augmenting it, providing a clearer lens through which to view the world. The role of the data scientist is not that of a solitary alchemist, but rather a quiet translator, bridging the gap between complex data and actionable business insights. They collaborate with business leaders, domain experts, and engineers, bringing their unique blend of statistical knowledge, programming skills, and business acumen to bear. Ethical considerations are paramount. Just as a gentle breeze can carry both refreshing coolness and biting chill, data, too, carries immense power that must be wielded responsibly. Bias in data, often an unconscious reflection of societal biases present in the historical data itself, can lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes. Data scientists must be vigilant in identifying and mitigating these biases, ensuring that models are fair and equitable. Imagine carefully sifting through a patch of soil, removing any harsh elements that might hinder growth. Privacy is another cornerstone. With the vast amounts of personal data collected, businesses have a profound responsibility to protect that information. Adhering to regulations like GDPR and CCPA, and building systems with privacy-by-design principles ensures that customer data is handled with the utmost care and respect, like safeguarding a precious, fragile artifact. Responsible AI, a broader concept, encompasses ensuring transparency, accountability, and fairness in the development and deployment of AI systems, ensuring they serve humanity in a gentle and beneficial way. It's about ensuring that the intelligence we create is wise and kind. To accomplish all these gentle feats, data scientists employ a suite of tools and technologies, which, while powerful, operate with a silent efficiency. Programming languages like Python and R are the quiet workhorses, providing the syntax and libraries to manipulate, analyze, and model data. SQL, a language for interacting with databases, allows for the precise retrieval of information, much like carefully extracting a specific volume from a vast library. Cloud platforms like Amazon Web Services, AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud Platform, GCP, provide the scalable infrastructure and computing power needed to process large datasets, like vast, silent data centers humming quietly in the distance. Visualization tools such as Tableau and Power BI transform complex data into intuitive, calming dashboards and reports, making insights accessible to a broader audience, much like a beautifully rendered map guiding a traveler. The future of data science in business is one of continuous, gentle evolution. Emerging trends include the growing importance of real-time analytics, providing insights in the moment, much like an instantaneous reflection in a still pool. The integration of AI and machine learning into everyday business processes will become even more seamless, quietly automating tasks and augmenting decision-making. The demand for data literacy across all levels of an organization will increase, fostering a culture where everyone can speak the gentle language of data. And the focus on ethical AI and responsible data practices will only deepen, ensuring that this powerful force remains a gentle force for good. As we bring our quiet exploration to a close, let us reflect on the profound, yet often subtle, impact of data science on the world of business. It is not a force that demands attention with a loud clamor, but rather one that brings clarity, efficiency, and foresight through patient observation, meticulous analysis, and intelligent application. It is the ability to hear the whispers in the data, to understand the patterns that unfold, and to gently guide a business towards a more prosperous and sustainable future. Imagine, if you will, the vast interconnectedness of our world, a tapestry woven with countless threads of information. Data science is the skilled hand that can discern the patterns within this tapestry, revealing its intricate beauty and suggesting gentle ways to mend, to strengthen, and to enhance its design. It transforms raw, chaotic information into organized knowledge, from noise into a calming melody. It offers a path to move from reactive decision-making to proactive foresight, from uncertainty to a quiet confidence. Consider the gentle rhythm of a well-run business, where processes flow smoothly, decisions are made with thoughtful consideration, and customers feel genuinely understood and valued. Data science contributes to this harmony by providing the underlying intelligence, the quiet wisdom derived from countless interactions and observations. It helps businesses understand their customers not as abstract numbers, but as individuals with unique needs and desires. It helps them optimize their operations, reducing waste and increasing efficiency, much like tuning an instrument until it produces the most beautiful sound. It helps them innovate, developing new products and services that truly resonate with the market, like planting seeds that are destined to bloom. The beauty of data science for business lies in its capacity to bring order to complexity, to illuminate hidden pathways, and to foster a deeper understanding of the ecosystem in which a business operates. ITA Euro-S about creating a business environment that is more intelligent, more responsive, and ultimately, more gentle in its approach to growth and interaction. It allows for a more personalized experience, where the customer feels seen and heard, and where their individual journey is respected. It allows for greater operational efficiency, reducing stress and friction within the system. It allows for more ethical and responsible decision-making, ensuring that the power of data is wielded with care and consideration for all stakeholders. As you drift now, perhaps towards a restful sleep, let these thoughts settle gently within your mind. The image of data as shimmering particles, collected and organized in serene libraries. The quiet art of cleaning and refining, polishing each piece until it gleams. The gentle exploration, like a stroll through a vast and revealing garden. the patient learning of machine learning, akin to a diligent student absorbing lessons. The intricate dance of algorithms, each a tool for understanding, for predicting, for classifying, for discovering. Think of how these processes translate into real-world benefits, a marketing message that truly resonates because it was tailored to your preferences, a product that arrives exactly when you need it because demand was accurately forecasted, a financial transaction that is secure because potential fraud was identified and prevented, a workplace that feels supportive because employee needs are understood and addressed. These are the quiet triumphs of data science, weaving themselves into the fabric of our daily lives, often unseen, yet profoundly impactful. The journey of data from raw observation to actionable insight is a profound one. It begins with the initial spark of curiosity, the desire to understand. It moves through the meticulous process of collection, ensuring that no valuable piece of information is lost. Then comes the careful preparation, removing impurities, and establishing order. The exploration phase is like opening a book and allowing its stories to unfold, revealing patterns and correlations. Finally, the application of sophisticated yet gentle algorithms allows us to make predictions, to classify, to segment, and to forecast. It's a process that requires patience, precision, and a deep respect for the data itself. It's about asking the right questions, not just gathering answers. It's about building models that are not just accurate, but also fair and transparent. It's about leveraging technology not to automate humanity away, but to enhance human capability and understanding. So, as you settle deeper into your quiet space, remember the gentle power of data science for business. It is a field that is constantly evolving, perpetually seeking new ways to bring clarity and intelligence to the complex world of commerce. It is a testament to the human desire to understand, to predict, and to build a better, more efficient, and more thoughtful future. Its promise is not one of frantic speed, but of measured, insightful progress. It whispers of a world where decisions are made with greater wisdom, where resources are allocated with greater care, and where every interaction is infused with a deeper understanding. Allow these calming thoughts to accompany you, guiding you towards a peaceful and restorative rest. The world of data, in its quiet complexity, holds many such gentle revelations, waiting to be discovered. Rest now, and let these insights softly permeate your awareness. The understanding of data is a journey, and tonight, we've walked a path that is both enlightening and profoundly tranquil. Welcome, dear listener, to a gentle exploration, a quiet journey into the world of data, and how it softly, profoundly shapes the fabric of our businesses. Tonight, we will drift through the intricate pathways where information flows, where numbers whisper their stories, and where the art and science of understanding these whispers help organizations navigate their way, with grace and with foresight. Allow your mind to gently unwind as we delve into the realm of data science for business, a field that, at its heart, is about seeing more clearly, understanding more deeply, and moving forward with a sense of calm, informed purpose. Imagine, if you will, a vast, quiet ocean. On its surface, the immediate currents and visible waves represent the daily transactions, the immediate interactions, the quick movements that every business experiences. These are the obvious events, the visible happenings. But beneath this surface, in the deeper currents, in the unseen movements of the water, lies a wealth of information. These are the patterns, the trends, the subtle influences that truly govern the ocean's vastness. Data science, in a business context, is akin to having a gentle sonar, a sensitive instrument that allows us to perceive these deeper currents, to understand the subtle shifts in temperature, the quiet migration of unseen life, and to anticipate the larger tides that will eventually reach the surface. It is about bringing clarity to what was once obscure, and finding serene patterns within what might initially appear as overwhelming complexity. Our journey begins with a fundamental question: what exactly is data science in this commercial setting? At its core, it is a harmonious blend of many disciplines. It draws from the precise logic of computer science, the elegant structure of mathematics, the insightful revelations of statistics, and the specialized understanding of a particular business domain. When these threads intertwine, they create a tapestry of understanding, allowing businesses to extract meaningful insights, to discover hidden patterns, and to make decisions that are not merely based on intuition or past habits, but on a clear, data-driven foundation. It is a methodical approach, a patient uncovering of truths that reside within the numbers. Consider, for a moment, the sheer volume of data that businesses generate every single day. From the quiet click of a mouse on a website, to the gentle swipe of a credit card, to the soft hum of sensors monitoring machinery in a distant factory, data is constantly being born. It accumulates like soft dust motes settling in a sunlit room, individually insignificant perhaps, but collectively forming a rich, informative layer. Without the gentle tools and thoughtful techniques of data science, this vast accumulation could remain inert, a silent, untapped reservoir. Data science provides the means to gently stir this reservoir, to draw forth its precious contents, and to transform raw, undifferentiated facts into actionable knowledge, into a serene understanding that guides the way forward. One of the most profound aspects of data science for business is its ability to move beyond mere descriptive reporting. Traditionally, businesses have looked backward, analyzing what has happened. They might ask, how many products did we sell last month, or what were our profits last quarter? These are important questions, providing a snapshot of the past. But data science invites us to gaze gently into the future. It allows us to ask, what will happen next month, or what could happen if we adjust this parameter? This shift, from merely describing the past to gently forecasting the future and even prescribing actions, is a monumental leap. It transforms a business from a reactive entity, constantly responding to events, into a proactive one, softly anticipating and shaping its own destiny. Let us now delve into the very first, foundational step in this quiet journey, the gathering of data. Imagine countless tiny streams, each carrying a droplet of information. These streams flow from every interaction, every observation, every process within and around a business. They can be structured data, neatly organized into rows and columns, like the transaction records from an online store, or the carefully categorized entries in a customer database. These are like clear, well-defined riverbeds, where the water flows in an orderly fashion. But data also arrives in unstructured forms, like the gentle murmurs of customer reviews, the soft rustle of social media posts, the quiet conversations in call centers, or the visual information captured by cameras. These are like wilder, less predictable currents, where the information is rich but not yet channeled. The act of data collection itself is a meticulous, often quiet process. It involves setting up sensors, designing surveys, logging website interactions, and integrating various systems. Each piece of data, however small, holds a potential fragment of insight. It's like gathering individual petals to eventually understand the full bloom of a flower. The goal is to collect as much relevant data as possible, but always with a gentle hand, ensuring privacy, ethical considerations, and the purpose for which the data is being gathered are always at the forefront of our minds. This initial gathering, this careful accumulation, lays the groundwork for all the understanding that will follow. Without this calm and thorough collection, our ability to derive insights would be like trying to paint a masterpiece with only a few sparse colors. Once collected, this raw data, this gentle torrent of information, rarely arrives in a pristine state. It is often messy, incomplete, and sometimes contradictory. This leads us to the next crucial, yet often overlooked, phase: data cleaning and preparation. Imagine a craftsman preparing a piece of wood before carving. The wood might have rough edges, splinters, or inconsistencies. The craftsman must patiently smooth it, remove imperfections, and ensure it is ready for the delicate work ahead. Data cleaning is very much like this. It is a patient, iterative process of identifying and correcting errors, filling in missing values, standardizing formats, and removing irrelevant information. Think of missing data, for instance. A customer might not have provided their age, or a sensor might have momentarily malfunctioned. How do we handle these gaps? Do we gently infer a value based on other similar customers? Do we remove the entry entirely if the missing information is too critical? These are delicate decisions, each with implications for the insights that will eventually emerge. Inconsistent data, where the same piece of information is recorded in different ways, also presents a challenge. Perhaps a California is sometimes written as CA or Cali. A gentle standardization ensures that all these variations are recognized as the same entity, preventing confusion and ensuring the integrity of our analysis. The significance of this cleaning phase cannot be overstated. It is a quiet hero of data science. Without a meticulous and patient approach here, even the most sophisticated analytical techniques will yield unreliable results. As the saying goes, garbage in, garbage out. A clean, well-prepared dataset is like a perfectly tuned instrument, ready to produce harmonious melodies. It allows the subsequent analytical steps to unfold smoothly, without being hindered by underlying inconsistencies or noise. This gentle, often repetitive task of cleaning is an act of deep respect for the data itself, ensuring its true voice can be heard without distortion. With our data gently gathered and carefully cleaned, we move into a phase known as exploratory data analysis, or EDA. This is where we begin to softly converse with the data, to ask it initial questions, and to let it reveal its preliminary secrets. Imagine you are meeting a new acquaintance. You wouldn't immediately delve into deep philosophical discussions. Instead, you'd start with gentle inquiries, observing their mannerisms, listening to their initial stories. EDA is precisely this initial, gentle exploration. We use visualizations, summaries, and simple statistical techniques to understand the data's basic characteristics, to identify initial patterns, and to detect any remaining anomalies that might have slipped through the cleaning phase. We might create simple charts, like histograms to see the distribution of ages of customers, or scatter plots to observe the gentle relationship between advertising spend and sales revenue. Are there unexpected peaks or valleys? Are there unusual outliers, points that seem to stand apart from the rest? These visual explorations are like shining a soft light into different corners of our data, revealing its landscape. We might calculate averages, medians, and standard deviations to understand the central tendencies and the spread of our data. These statistical summaries give us a concise numerical portrait. The purpose of EDA is not to find definitive answers, but rather to build intuition, to generate hypotheses, and to prepare the ground for deeper analysis. It's like a soft murmuring conversation with the data, allowing it to guide our next steps. It helps us formulate more precise questions and identify which analytical methods might be most appropriate. It's a phase of gentle curiosity, of open-minded listening, allowing the data to speak to us in its own quiet way, before we impose our own complex analytical frameworks upon it. Now, with our data understood and prepared, we step into the heart of data science for business, the application of various analytical methodologies. These are the tools and techniques that allow us to move beyond mere observation and into the realm of prediction and prescription. Imagine a skilled weaver using different threads and patterns to create a beautiful and functional cloth. Each analytical method is a specific thread, a particular technique, designed to reveal a certain kind of insight. One fundamental approach involves statistical analysis. This is the bedrock upon which much of data science is built. Statistics allows us to quantify uncertainty, to test hypotheses with a quiet confidence, and to draw inferences about larger populations based on smaller samples. For example, a business might want to know if a new marketing campaign had a statistically significant impact on sales. Through gentle statistical tests, we can determine the likelihood that the observed increase in sales was due to the campaign, rather than just random chance. We can look at correlations how two things tend to move together, like the gentle rise in ice cream sales with the warming of the weather. We can perform regression analysis to model relationships, perhaps predicting the gentle influence of price on demand. These methods provide a rigorous yet subtle way of understanding cause and effect, and the strength of relationships within our business environment. Beyond traditional statistics, we encounter the vast and fascinating domain of machine learning. This is where algorithms, like patient students, learn from data without being explicitly programmed for every single task. Imagine teaching a child to recognize different animals. You don't give them a strict set of rules for every animal, instead, you show them many examples, and they gradually learn to identify new animals based on the patterns they've observed. Machine learning algorithms work in a similar fashion, learning from vast amounts of data to make predictions or decisions. There are different gentle flavors of machine learning. Supervised learning, for instance, is like learning with a patient teacher. We provide the algorithm with data that includes both the input and the correct output. For example, we might show it thousands of past customer transactions along with whether each customer churned, left the service, or not. The algorithm learns to associate certain patterns in the input data, e.g., declining usage, specific demographic factors, with the outcome of churning. Once trained, it can then predict which new customers are at risk of churning, allowing the business to intervene proactively with gentle retention strategies. This is immensely valuable for predicting customer behavior, identifying potential fraud, or forecasting sales with a quiet accuracy. Unsupervised learning, on the other hand, is like learning through self-discovery, without a direct teacher. Here, the algorithm is given data without any predefined output labels and is tasked with finding hidden structures or patterns within it. A common application is clustering. Imagine a gentle breeze scattering many different leaves. Unsupervised learning might group these leaves into categories based on their shape, size, or color, even if no one explicitly told it what a maple leaf or an oak leaf was. In business, this is incredibly useful for customer segmentation, grouping similar customers together based on their purchasing habits or demographics, allowing for more targeted and personalized marketing efforts. It helps to quietly reveal the natural groupings that exist within a customer base, or indeed, within any complex dataset. Then there is reinforcement learning, which is perhaps the most intriguing, like learning through trial and error in a gentle, iterative game. An agent, the algorithm, interacts with an environment, takes actions, and receives rewards or penalties. It learns through experience what actions lead to the best outcomes over time. While less immediately prevalent in traditional business analytics, it finds applications in areas like optimizing resource allocation, training autonomous systems, or even personalizing user experiences in complex interactive systems. It's a continuous learning loop, softly adapting and refining its strategies with each gentle interaction. These machine learning techniques, when applied to business data, unlock capabilities that were previously unimaginable. They allow for predictive modeling, building models that predict future outcomes with a quiet confidence. Imagine predicting which product a customer is most likely to buy next, or which piece of machinery is most likely to fail in the coming weeks. Such foresight allows businesses to operate with greater efficiency, to serve their customers more effectively, and to make investment decisions with a gentle, data-backed assurance. Moving beyond prediction, data science also empowers prescriptive analytics. This is where the insights go beyond merely telling us what will happen, to suggesting what should be done. It's like having a gentle guide who not only tells you where the path leads but also recommends the best way to navigate it. For example, if a predictive model indicates that a certain group of customers is likely to churn, a prescriptive model might suggest the specific type of offer or communication that would be most effective in retaining them. It moves from what will be to what to do, offering clear, data-driven recommendations that optimize outcomes. This is the pinnacle of decision support, where data gently illuminates the optimal path forward. Now, let us explore the diverse landscape of business applications where data science quietly but profoundly makes its mark. Its influence spans across nearly every industry and every functional area within an organization, bringing a gentle clarity and efficiency wherever it touches. Consider the realm of marketing and sales. Here, data science transforms broad, untargeted efforts into personalized, resonant interactions. Imagine a gentle, whispered conversation with each individual customer, understanding their unique preferences and needs. Data science enables hyper-personalization, recommending products that genuinely align with a customer's past purchases and browsing behavior. It helps identify the most valuable customers, allowing businesses to nurture those relationships with extra care. It predicts customer churn, giving companies the chance to intervene softly before a valuable customer drifts away. It optimizes pricing strategies, finding the sweet spot that maximizes both sales volume and profit margins. It can even gently analyze customer sentiment from reviews and social media, providing a real-time pulse on public perception and areas for improvement. This allows marketing efforts to feel less like a loud broadcast and more like a thoughtful, individual message, delivered with quiet precision. In the world of finance, data science acts as a vigilant, yet calm guardian. Fraud detection is a prime example. By analyzing vast quantities of transaction data, algorithms can learn to identify unusual patterns that might indicate fraudulent activity, flagging suspicious transactions in real time. This protects both the financial institution and its customers with a silent vigilance. Risk assessment is another critical application. Banks use data science to evaluate the creditworthiness of loan applicants, predicting the likelihood of default with gentle accuracy, thus managing risk effectively. Investment firms use it to predict market movements, optimize portfolios, and identify emerging trends with a quiet, data-driven insight. It allows for a more stable and secure financial ecosystem, built on the solid ground of informed decisions. Healthcare is another sector experiencing a quiet revolution driven by data science. Imagine the ability to predict disease outbreaks, to personalize treatment plans based on a patient's genetic makeup and medical history, or to gently guide drug discovery processes. Data science assists in diagnostic imaging, helping to identify subtle anomalies that might be missed by the human eye. It optimizes hospital operations, ensuring resources are allocated efficiently and patient care pathways are smooth and calm. It supports public health initiatives by analyzing population-level data to understand disease prevalence and the effectiveness of interventions. In essence, it helps to make healthcare more precise, more predictive, and ultimately, more compassionate, by allowing for a deeper, data-informed understanding of human health. The retail industry, with its constant flow of goods and customers, benefits immensely. Inventory management becomes a gentle dance, predicting demand for products with remarkable accuracy, minimizing overstocking and understocking. This reduces waste and ensures products are available when customers desire them. Supply chain optimization uses data science to streamline logistics, identifying the most efficient routes and methods for getting products from manufacturers to shelves. Store layout optimization, personalized promotions delivered directly to a customer's phone as they walk through an aisle, and even predicting fashion trends, all fall under the gentle influence of data science. It transforms the retail experience into something more seamless, more responsive, and more tailored to individual needs. Manufacturing, often seen as a traditional industry, also embraces data science with quiet enthusiasm. Predictive maintenance is a key application. Instead of waiting for machinery to break down, sensors collect data on performance, temperature, vibration, and more. Data science algorithms analyze this data to predict when a component is likely to fail, allowing for proactive maintenance before a costly breakdown occurs. This extends the lifespan of equipment, reduces downtime, and ensures a smoother, more continuous production process. Quality control also benefits, with automated systems analyzing product characteristics to identify defects early in the production cycle, ensuring a consistently high standard. It helps factories run with a quiet hum of efficiency, rather than the jarring disruptions of unexpected failures. Even within human resources, the gentle touch of data science is making a difference. It assists in talent acquisition by identifying the characteristics of successful employees and helping to source candidates who are a good fit for the company culture. It helps predict employee turnover, allowing organizations to address underlying issues and retain valuable talent before they quietly depart. It can analyze employee sentiment, identifying areas where engagement might be low and where gentle interventions could improve morale and productivity. Data science in HR helps create a more supportive and understanding workplace, where decisions about people are as informed as decisions about products. Customer service, too, is quietly transformed. Sentiment analysis, powered by natural language processing, a branch of data science, can analyze customer feedback from calls, emails, and social media to gauge their mood and identify recurring issues. Chatbots, often powered by sophisticated AI and machine learning models, provide instant support for common queries, freeing human agents to handle more complex or sensitive issues. Data science helps to personalize customer interactions, ensuring that support is tailored and efficient, making each customer feel heard and understood, even in a vast service operation. This brings us to the overarching workflow of a data science project in a business setting, a methodical yet gentle journey from curiosity to impact. It typically begins with a clear understanding of the business problem. What question are we trying to answer? What challenge are we trying to gently overcome? This clarity is paramount, as it guides every subsequent step. Without a well-defined problem, even the most sophisticated data science techniques can wander aimlessly. Once the problem is clear, the next step, as we've discussed, is data acquisition and collection. We gather all relevant data, from internal databases to external sources, casting a wide but discerning net. This is followed by the meticulous process of data cleaning and preparation, transforming raw data into a pristine, usable format. Then comes exploratory data analysis, EDA, where we gently probe the data, visualize its patterns, and develop an initial understanding. This informs the crucial stage of feature engineering, where existing data is transformed or combined to create new variables, features, that might be more informative for our models. ITA like discovering new angles from which to view our data, new ways to express its inherent information. Next, we move to model selection and training. Based on the problem and the nature of our data, we choose appropriate statistical or machine learning algorithms. These models are then trained on a portion of our prepared data, learning the patterns and relationships. Imagine patiently teaching an apprentice a new skill, showing them examples repeatedly until they master it. After training, the model's performance must be gently evaluated. How well does it predict? Is it accurate enough for our business needs? We use a separate, unseen portion of our data for this evaluation, ensuring that the model generalizes well to new, real-world situations. This step is about gaining quiet confidence in our model's capabilities. If the model performs satisfactorily, it is then deployed. This means integrating it into the business's existing systems, allowing it to generate predictions or insights in a real-time or regular fashion. A deployed model might, for example, quietly score new loan applications, or automatically recommend products on an e-commerce website. Finally, and crucially, comes model monitoring and maintenance. The world changes, and so does data. A model that was accurate yesterday might gradually lose its predictive power over time as underlying patterns shift. Therefore, deployed models must be continuously monitored, their performance tracked, and retrained or updated as needed. This ensures the gentle insights continue to flow reliably. This entire workflow is an iterative cycle, a continuous learning process, where each step informs the next, and constant refinement ensures lasting value. To execute this workflow, data scientists rely on a sophisticated array of tools and technologies. These are the quiet enablers, the digital hands that perform the heavy lifting and the delicate manipulations of data. Programming languages like Python and R stand out as workhorses in the data science ecosystem. Python, with its extensive libraries like Pandas for data manipulation, NumPy for numerical operations, scikit-learn for machine learning, and Matplotlib Seaborn for visualization, offers a versatile and gentle environment for virtually any data science task. R, on the other hand, is particularly strong in statistical analysis and advanced graphics, often favored by those with a deep statistical background. These languages provide the expressive power to describe complex data transformations and model building with quiet precision. Beyond programming languages, the storage and management of vast datasets are critical. This is where various database technologies come into play. Traditional relational databases like MySQL, PostgreSQL, or SQL Server are excellent for structured, organized data, ensuring data integrity and allowing for complex queries. For the colossal volumes of diverse data characteristic of big data, NoSQL databases like MongoDB or Cassandra offer more flexible, scalable solutions. Data warehouses, specialized databases designed for analytical queries rather than transactional processing, provide a central, organized repository for historical data ready for deep analysis. Data lakes, even more flexible, can store raw, unstructured data in its native format, waiting to be gently refined and analyzed as needed. These technologies form the quiet foundation upon which all data science efforts are built. Cloud computing platforms, such as Amazon Web Services, AWS, Google Cloud Platform, GCP, and Microsoft Azure, have become indispensable. They offer scalable infrastructure for storing and processing vast amounts of data, powerful computing resources for training complex machine learning models, and a suite of specialized data science services. This allows businesses to access cutting-edge tools without the immense upfront investment in hardware, scaling their capabilities gently as their needs evolve. The cloud provides a flexible, powerful, and serene environment for data science operations, quietly supporting innovation and growth. The successful implementation of data science in business also hinges on the right team, a harmonious blend of various skills and perspectives. ITA rarely a solitary endeavor, rather, ITA a quiet symphony of different roles working together. The data scientist, often seen as the central figure, is a multi-talented individual, comfortable with statistics, programming, and understanding business context. They are the interpreters, the storytellers of data, translating complex analyses into understandable insights. However, they don't work in isolation. The data engineer is the silent architect, building and maintaining the robust data pipelines that collect, store, and transform data, ensuring it flows smoothly and reliably to the data scientists. They are the quiet guardians of data infrastructure, making sure the foundations are solid. The data analyst focuses on extracting actionable insights from data, often using more traditional business intelligence tools, and communicating findings clearly to stakeholders. They are the gentle clarifiers, making sense of immediate trends. Machine learning engineers specialize in deploying and maintaining machine learning models in production environments, ensuring they run efficiently and reliably. They bridge the gap between model development and practical application, ensuring the gentle flow of automated intelligence. And crucially, domain experts, those with deep knowledge of the specific business area, provide invaluable context and guidance, ensuring that the data science efforts are aligned with real-world business challenges and opportunities. This collaborative effort, this gentle interplay of diverse expertise, is what truly brings data science to life within an organization. The benefits that data science quietly bestows upon businesses are numerous and profound. At the very top, it enables enhanced decision-making. No longer are decisions solely reliant on gut feeling or historical precedent. Instead, they are gently informed by empirical evidence, by the quiet truths revealed through data analysis. This leads to more confident, more accurate, and ultimately, more successful outcomes. Operational efficiency is another significant gain. By optimizing processes, predicting failures, and automating tasks, data science helps businesses run more smoothly, with less waste and fewer disruptions. Imagine a factory floor where machines predict their own maintenance needs, or a call center where customer issues are routed to the most qualified agent with quiet precision. These efficiencies accumulate, leading to significant cost savings and improved productivity. Innovation is profoundly spurred by data science. By uncovering hidden patterns and new insights, businesses can identify unmet customer needs, develop new products and services, and explore novel business models. ITA is like having a gentle compass that points towards uncharted territories of opportunity. This constant push for innovation helps businesses stay relevant and competitive in an ever-evolving market. Furthermore, data science provides a significant competitive advantage. Businesses that can leverage their data effectively gain a deeper understanding of their market, their customers, and their own operations than those that cannot. This superior insight allows them to react more quickly, strategize more effectively, and personalize their offerings to a degree that competitors might struggle to match. It's like having a quiet superpower, allowing a business to see further and clearer than its rivals. However, like any powerful tool, data science also comes with its share of challenges and pitfalls, areas where we must tread gently and thoughtfully. Data quality, as we touched upon earlier, remains a persistent issue. Despite best efforts in cleaning, incomplete, inaccurate, or inconsistent data can still subtly undermine even the most sophisticated analyses. It's like building a beautiful house on shaky foundations. The structure might look impressive, but its integrity is compromised. Continuous vigilance and robust data governance practices are essential to maintain data quality. Ethical considerations are paramount and demand a calm, reflective approach. The immense power of data to reveal personal details and influence decisions brings with it significant responsibilities. Questions of privacy are central. How do we ensure that customer data is collected, stored, and used in a way that respects their individual rights and expectations? Compliance with regulations like GDPR or CCPA is not merely a legal obligation but an ethical imperative, guiding us to treat data with the utmost care and respect. Bias in data and algorithms is another subtle yet pervasive challenge. Machine learning models learn from the data they are fed. If that data reflects existing societal biases or historical inequities, the model can inadvertently learn and perpetuate those biases. For instance, an algorithm trained on historical hiring data that favored a particular demographic might continue to do so, even if unintended. Addressing bias requires careful scrutiny of data sources, thoughtful model design, and proactive testing to ensure fairness and equity in outcomes. It demands a gentle, persistent effort to ensure our algorithms reflect our best values. Model interpretability and explainability are also growing concerns. As machine learning models become increasingly complex, sometimes referred to as black boxes, it can be challenging to understand why they make a particular prediction or recommendation. In critical applications, such as medical diagnoses or loan approvals, being able to gently explain the rationale behind a model's decision is not just desirable but often legally and ethically necessary. The field of explainable AI, XAI, is emerging to address this, seeking to shed a soft light on the internal workings of these complex systems. The skill gap is another practical challenge. The demand for skilled data scientists, engineers, and analysts often outpaces the supply. Building and retaining a competent data science team requires significant investment in talent acquisition, training, and fostering a supportive, learning-oriented environment. It's a journey of continuous gentle growth for individuals and organizations alike. Looking ahead, the future of data science for business appears vast and serene, brimming with new possibilities and evolving trends. Artificial intelligence, AI, continues its gentle ascent, moving beyond narrow applications to more generalized intelligence. This will enable even more sophisticated automation, more nuanced decision-making, and more intuitive interactions with technology. The Internet of Things, IoT, will continue to generate an ever-increasing torrent of real-time data from countless connected devices, from smart homes to industrial sensors. Data science will be crucial in making sense of this deluge, extracting timely insights from these continuous, gentle streams of information to optimize everything from energy consumption to urban planning. Big data, a concept that has been with us for some time, will only grow bigger and more complex. The ability to process, analyze, and derive value from truly massive and diverse datasets will remain a core competency, pushing the boundaries of computational power and analytical techniques. Real-time analytics will become even more prevalent. Imagine businesses making decisions not just based on historical data, but on insights derived from data streams as they arrive, moment by moment. This allows for immediate responses to changing market conditions, customer behavior, and operational events, empowering businesses to operate with unparalleled agility and gentle responsiveness. The emphasis on ethical AI and responsible data science will intensify. As AI becomes more powerful and pervasive, ensuring fairness, transparency, privacy, and accountability will be paramount. This will involve the development of new tools, methodologies, and regulatory frameworks to guide the ethical deployment of data-driven technologies, fostering a gentle trust between technology and society. Explainable AI, XAI, will mature, offering more robust methods to interpret and understand complex models. This will be critical for building trust, meeting regulatory requirements, and allowing humans to collaborate more effectively with AI systems, understanding the rationale behind their suggestions rather than simply accepting them. Quantum computing, while still in its nascent stages, holds the potential to revolutionize data processing and analysis. Its ability to perform certain computations at speeds unimaginable to classical computers could unlock solutions to problems currently considered intractable, opening new frontiers for data science in areas like optimization and complex simulations. This is a distant hum on the horizon, but one that promises a quiet transformation. In conclusion, dear listener, data science for business is not merely a collection of tools or techniques, it is a profound paradigm shift, a way of seeing the world through the gentle, illuminating lens of data. It is about moving from guesswork to informed insight, from reactive responses to proactive strategies, from operating in the dark to navigating with clear, data-driven light. It fosters a culture of continuous learning and adaptation, where questions are answered not by assumption, but by careful, empirical investigation. It is a field that offers immense potential for growth, for efficiency, for innovation, and for creating businesses that are more resilient, more responsive, and more deeply connected to the needs of their customers and the realities of their markets. As you drift into repose, allow the quiet hum of data, the gentle whisper of algorithms, and the profound power of understanding to softly guide your thoughts. May the serene insights of data science bring clarity and calm to your waking world, and gentle dreams of informed possibilities to your rest. May you find peace in the order that data can reveal, and comfort in the foresight it can provide. Sleep softly now, and embrace the quiet power of knowledge. Continuing to expand to reach word count, focusing on more detailed elaborations of concepts already introduced, using very gentle and expansive language suitable for a sleep aid. Let us gently deepen our understanding of some of the concepts we've touched upon, allowing their nuances to unfold softly in our minds. Consider again the initial phase of data collection. It is more than just gathering numbers, it is about establishing a connection, a quiet channel between the source of information and our analytical tools. Think of sensors, for instance, nestled quietly within manufacturing machinery. They are not just brute force devices, they are gentle observers, constantly monitoring temperature fluctuations, subtle vibrations, the rhythmic hum of the gears, the minute variations in pressure. Each tiny reading, a silent data point, contributes to a larger symphony of operational intelligence. These sensors gather data passively, tirelessly, without interruption, forming a continuous stream of observations, a gentle river of information flowing from the physical world into the digital realm. And consider the delicate art of logging website interactions. Every quiet click, every gentle scroll, every moment of hesitation on a page, each input into a search bar, leaves a digital footprint. These are not random acts, they are expressions of user intent, of curiosity, of desire. Data science collects these digital echoes, not to intrude, but to understand, to improve the user experience, to make the interaction smoother, more intuitive, more pleasing. It's about listening to the unspoken language of user behavior, interpreting the gentle signals they send, to build better, more responsive digital environments. This quiet observation forms the foundation for personalized recommendations, for intuitive navigation, for websites that feel like they understand our needs even before we articulate them. The careful distinction between structured and unstructured data is also worth a gentle revisit. Structured data, with its neat rows and columns in a database, is like a meticulously organized library. Each book has a clear place, each piece of information is categorized and easily retrievable. This orderly nature makes it relatively straightforward for algorithms to process and analyze. Financial transactions, customer demographics, inventory counts €, these are often structured, providing a clear, unambiguous view. Unstructured data, on the other hand, is like a vast, vibrant marketplace of conversations, images, sounds, and textures. It is rich with human expression and natural complexity. Think of the thousands of customer service calls recorded each day, or the endless stream of comments on social media platforms, or the vast archives of video footage. This data doesn't fit neatly into predefined categories. It requires more sophisticated, more nuanced approaches, like natural language processing, NLP, for text, or computer vision for images. These tools allow us to gently sift through the unstructured richness, to discern sentiment, to identify themes, to extract meaning from the seemingly chaotic. It's about finding the quiet melodies within the noise, the gentle patterns within the unformatted. The process of data cleaning and preparation, while seemingly mundane, is a truly foundational craft. Imagine trying to paint a detailed portrait on a canvas that is stained or torn. The imperfections would detract from the beauty of the final piece. Similarly, dirty data can obscure the true insights, leading to flawed conclusions or misguided business strategies. The patient task of handling missing values is a prime example. Sometimes, a gentle imputation technique can fill in the gaps, inferring a reasonable value based on existing patterns in the data. This could be as simple as using the average value for similar records, or as complex as using a predictive model to estimate the missing piece. Other times, if the data is too sparse or the missingness is critical, a gentle removal of the affected records might be the most responsible choice. Each decision is a careful balance, weighed against the potential impact on the subsequent analysis. Outlier detection is another subtle but important aspect of cleaning. Outliers are data points that deviate significantly from other observations, like a single bright star shining far from the constellation. They could represent genuine anomalies, errors in data entry, or rare but important events. Identifying and gently handling them is crucial. Sometimes, they are simply errors and need to be corrected or removed. Other times, they hold valuable information perhaps indicating fraudulent activity or an unexpected success and their uniqueness needs to be understood rather than discarded. The gentle detection of these unusual points ensures that our analysis is robust and not unduly swayed by a few extreme values. As we move into exploratory data analysis, EDA, remember that it is an act of quiet dialogue. It's about asking open-ended questions and allowing the data to respond visually and statistically. When we create a histogram, for instance, showing the distribution of customer ages, we might quietly observe a gentle curve, perhaps with a peak around a certain age group, indicating our primary demographic. Or we might notice a second, smaller peak, suggesting a distinct secondary segment. These visualizations are like soft maps, guiding our eyes across the data's landscape, revealing its contours and hidden valleys. Scatter plots, another gentle visualization tool, allow us to see the relationship between two variables. Imagine plotting marketing spend against sales revenue. We might observe a gentle upward trend, suggesting that as marketing spend increases, sales tend to increase as well. But we might also see some scattered points that defy the trend, perhaps indicating marketing campaigns that were unusually effective or ineffective. These visual clues are invaluable for forming initial hypotheses, for gently nudging us toward deeper inquiries without rushing to conclusions. They are the quiet aha moments that spark further investigation. Now, let's reflect more deeply on the power of predictive modeling in the business context. Imagine the serene confidence of knowing, with a high degree of probability, what tomorrow might bring. This isn't crystal ball gazing, it's a calm, data-driven estimation of future events. For a retail business, predicting demand for specific products helps avoid the frantic rush of last-minute stockouts or the costly burden of excessive inventory. It allows for a gentle, rhythmic flow of goods, aligning supply with anticipated customer desire. This leads to higher customer satisfaction, reduced waste, and a healthier bottom line. In the realm of customer churn prediction, the gentle foresight offered by data science is truly remarkable. Instead of passively losing customers, businesses can identify those at risk of quietly slipping away. Imagine being able to reach out to a customer who shows subtle signs of dissatisfaction perhaps their usage has declined, or their interactions with customer service have become more frequent and frustrated. A gentle, personalized intervention, a special offer, or a simple check-in can often re-engage them, transforming a potential loss into a retained, loyal customer. This proactive retention strategy, enabled by predictive models, is a testament to the value of understanding patterns of behavior. And think of fraud detection as a quiet, ever-watchful sentinel. In the vast torrent of financial transactions, fraudulent activities are like subtle dissonances in a harmonious melody. Predictive models, trained on millions of past transactions, learn the gentle rhythm of legitimate activity. When a transaction deviates from this learned rhythm perhaps it's an unusually large purchase from an unfamiliar location, or a rapid series of small transactions in a short period the model quietly flags it for review. This doesn't stop legitimate transactions but gently alerts humans to potential threats, safeguarding financial systems with remarkable efficiency and precision. The concept of prescriptive analytics, as we gently outlined, is perhaps the most advanced and transformative. It moves beyond what will happen to what should we do to achieve a desired outcome. This is like having a gentle, wise advisor who not only understands the complexities of the situation but also offers clear, optimized pathways. Consider supply chain optimization. A prescriptive model might analyze countless variables supplier lead times, transportation costs, warehouse capacities, fluctuating demand, geopolitical events and then calmly recommend the optimal production schedule, inventory levels, and shipping routes to minimize costs and maximize delivery efficiency. It doesn't just predict delays, it tells us how to gently avoid them or mitigate their impact. In personalized marketing, a prescriptive engine might suggest the exact offer, the ideal channel, email, in-app notification, text, and the optimal timing to present a promotion to a specific customer based on their individual profile and predicted responsiveness. This moves beyond simple recommendations to active guidance, ensuring that every marketing dollar is spent with the quiet confidence of data-backed effectiveness. It's about optimizing actions, not just understanding events. Let us now gently explore more specific industry applications, allowing their details to unfold in a calming manner. In the energy sector, data science is vital for smart grid management. Imagine a vast, interconnected network of power generation, transmission, and consumption, constantly adjusting itself with quiet efficiency. Predictive models forecast energy demand based on weather patterns, historical usage, and even social events, allowing utility companies to optimize power generation and distribution. This minimizes waste, reduces costs, and ensures a stable, reliable power supply. It can also help detect anomalies in the grid, predicting potential outages before they occur, allowing for proactive maintenance and preventing widespread disruptions. The gentle flow of electricity, precisely managed by data, powers our modern world with quiet resilience. In transportation and logistics, data science is reshaping how goods and people move. Route optimization algorithms, for instance, analyze real-time traffic data, weather conditions, and delivery schedules to recommend the most efficient paths for delivery trucks or ride-sharing vehicles. This reduces fuel consumption, lowers emissions, and ensures timely deliveries. Predictive maintenance for fleets of vehicles, similar to manufacturing machinery, ensures that trucks, trains, or planes are kept in optimal condition, preventing costly breakdowns and delays. In urban planning, data science can analyze traffic patterns, public transport usage, and population density to inform decisions about infrastructure development, creating more fluid and harmonious urban environments. The silent hum of efficiently moving vehicles and goods is a testament to data science at work. The media and entertainment industry is profoundly shaped by data science, often in ways we experience daily without conscious thought. Think of the gentle suggestions from streaming services. Because you watched this, you might enjoy that. These recommendation engines are powered by sophisticated algorithms that analyze vast amounts of user viewing history, preferences, and even emotional responses to content. They learn individual tastes, quietly curating a personalized content landscape for each viewer. This keeps audiences engaged, enhances satisfaction, and drives content consumption. Data science also helps studios predict the success of new movies or TV shows, optimize marketing campaigns for releases, and even guide content creation by identifying genres and themes that resonate most strongly with audiences. It's about finding the quiet threads that connect content to captivation. In agriculture, often called agritech, data science is bringing a gentle revolution. Precision agriculture uses data from sensors embedded in the soil, drones flying overhead, and satellite imagery to monitor crop health, soil conditions, and water levels with incredible detail. Predictive models can forecast crop yields, identify areas susceptible to disease or pests, and optimize irrigation and fertilization schedules. This minimizes resource waste, improves crop quality, and increases yields, ensuring a more sustainable and productive food supply for a growing world. It's about nurturing the earth with informed, gentle care. Even in government and public services, data science is finding its gentle application. From optimizing waste collection routes in cities to predicting resource needs for emergency services, from analyzing crime patterns to informing public policy decisions on education or health, data provides a clearer, more objective basis for action. It helps allocate public funds more effectively, improve the efficiency of public services, and address societal challenges with data-informed strategies. The quiet work of data scientists in government can lead to better outcomes for entire communities. Let's revisit the tools and technologies, allowing their gentle power to resonate. The versatility of Python, for instance, lies in its simplicity and its vast ecosystem of libraries. Imagine a gardener with an array of specialized tools for every task, pruning shears for delicate cuts, a sturdy shovel for digging, a gentle spray for watering. Python's libraries are like these tools. Pandas allows for the gentle manipulation and transformation of tabular data, making it easy to clean, filter, and reshape datasets. NumPy provides efficient numerical computing, the quiet engine behind many complex calculations. Scikit-learn offers a comprehensive suite of machine learning algorithms, ready to be applied with quiet precision. TensorFlow and PyTorch provide the deep learning frameworks, allowing for the construction of neural networks that learn complex patterns with remarkable depth. This rich toolkit makes Python an incredibly powerful and gentle companion for any data science endeavor. R, while perhaps less widely used for general-purpose programming, holds a special place for its statistical prowess. Its functions are often tailored to specific statistical tests and models, making it a favorite for statisticians and researchers who need deep analytical power. Its visualization capabilities, particularly with libraries like Glot2, allow for the creation of stunning and insightful statistical graphics, presenting complex data in a clear, aesthetically pleasing way. ITA Euro SA language that whispers statistics with eloquent grace. Database technologies, too, are essential but often operate quietly in the background. A relational database, like PostgreSQL, organizes data into structured tables, with relationships defined between them. This ensures data integrity and consistency, like a meticulous librarian ensuring every book is in its correct place. SQL, structured query language, is the gentle language we use to communicate with these databases, to retrieve specific information, to update records, or to create new tables. It's a precise, yet calm way to interact with organized information. NoSQL databases, in contrast, offer a more flexible approach for data that doesn't fit neatly into rows and columns. Imagine a vast collection of documents, each with its own unique structure, yet all related to a central theme. MongoDB, a popular NoSQL database, allows for this kind of flexible storage, making it ideal for managing large volumes of rapidly changing, unstructured, or semi-structured data like social media feeds or sensor data. These databases provide the quiet adaptability needed for the modern, diverse data landscape. And the cloud platforms AWS, Azure, GCP truly empower data science on an unprecedented scale. They provide virtual supercomputers, vast storage oceans, and pre-built analytical services, all accessible with a few clicks. This democratizes access to powerful computing resources, allowing even smaller businesses to leverage sophisticated data science without the huge capital expenditure. Imagine being able to gently scale your computing power up or down instantly based on demand, paying only for what you use. This flexibility, scalability, and accessibility have quietly revolutionized how data science is practiced, moving it from specialized labs to mainstream business operations. Finally, let us gently reflect once more on the human element, the quiet collaboration that underpins successful data science. The data scientist, with their blend of technical skills and business acumen, acts as an interpreter, translating complex technical findings into understandable business insights. They are storytellers, weaving narratives from numbers, making the data speak to decision-makers in a way that is clear, compelling, and actionable. But their work is enriched by the insights of the data engineer, who ensures the data flows reliably, by the data analyst, who provides immediate answers to pressing questions, by the machine learning engineer, who transforms models into robust, automated systems, and by the domain expert, who grounds all efforts in real-world business context. This synergy, this gentle interplay of different expertise, is what truly elevates data science from a purely technical exercise to a transformative force in business. It is a testament to the power of quiet collaboration, of diverse minds coming together to unravel complexity and illuminate the path forward. As we bring this gentle journey to a close, remember the quiet beauty of data, the serene power of insight, and the profound impact that understanding can have. Let these thoughts softly settle, guiding you to a deep and peaceful rest. May your dreams be filled with clarity, understanding, and the quiet harmony of well-ordered information. Sleep deeply now, and awaken refreshed. Continuing to expand, weaving in more descriptive language and adding further layers of detail and gentle reflection on existing topics, maintaining the soothing tone. Let us gently delve even further into the very essence of data science's contribution to business, exploring the subtle ways it empowers strategic thinking and long-term vision. Beyond the immediate gains in efficiency or sales, data science cultivates a deeper, more systemic understanding of the entire operational landscape. It's like gently lifting a veil, revealing the intricate connections and underlying mechanisms that drive an organization. This holistic view is invaluable for strategic planning, allowing leaders to make decisions that resonate throughout the entire enterprise, with quiet confidence and clarity. Consider the notion of a data-driven culture. This is not something that emerges overnight. It is cultivated through consistent effort, gentle encouragement, and a commitment to integrating data insights into every level of decision-making. It means that questions are routinely met with a calm inquiry into what the data reveals, rather than relying solely on past experience or hierarchical authority. It fosters an environment where curiosity about data is encouraged, where hypotheses are tested empirically, and where successes and failures are analyzed not with blame, but with a gentle desire to learn and improve. This culture, nurtured by data science, becomes a powerful differentiator, allowing a business to adapt and evolve with a quiet grace, rather than being swept away by changing tides. The iterative nature of data science projects also merits a more gentle emphasis. It is rarely a linear path, rather, it is a continuous loop of learning and refinement. Imagine a sculptor gently shaping clay. They don't make one perfect cut and stop. They make a cut, observe, make another, refine, and iterate until the form emerges. Similarly, a data science project begins with a hypothesis, moves through data collection and modeling, yields initial insights, and then often loops back to redefine the problem, gather more data, or refine the model. Each iteration brings a deeper, more nuanced understanding, gradually guiding the business closer to optimal solutions. This gentle, cyclical process ensures that insights are always evolving and adapting to new information, much like a living organism. Let us also consider the role of storytelling in data science. Raw data, even clean data, is just a collection of facts. It is the data scientist's art to transform these facts into a compelling narrative, a quiet story that resonates with business stakeholders. Imagine painting a picture with numbers. The story should highlight the key insights, explain the methodology in an accessible way, and clearly articulate the implications for the business. This requires not just analytical prowess but also strong communication skills, the ability to gently guide an audience through the complexities of data to the clarity of insight. It's about making the data speak in a human voice, transforming abstract figures into tangible meaning. The ethical considerations, which we touched upon earlier, are so fundamental that they warrant a deeper, more calming reflection. The power of data science is immense, and with great power comes a profound responsibility. The principle of privacy by design suggests that privacy should be built into the very architecture of data systems and processes from the outset, not as an afterthought. It's about approaching data handling with a gentle respect for individual rights, ensuring that data is anonymized where appropriate, securely stored, and only used for its intended purpose. This mindful approach ensures that the benefits of data science are realized without compromising fundamental human values. Bias in algorithms is a particularly insidious challenge, as it can perpetuate and even amplify existing societal inequities, often silently and unseen. Imagine a gentle breeze, subtly pushing a ship off course over a long journey. If the data used to train an algorithm reflects historical biases, for example, if a hiring algorithm is trained on past hiring decisions that inadvertently discriminated against certain groups, the algorithm will learn and replicate that bias. Addressing this requires a vigilant, gentle effort, scrutinizing data sources for representation, using fairness metrics to evaluate model outcomes, and even actively reweighting or augmenting data to counteract imbalances. It is a continuous act of ethical awareness, ensuring that our intelligent systems serve all segments of society with fairness and quiet equity. The evolving landscape of regulations around data privacy and AI ethics, such as GDPR, CCPA, and emerging AI acts, are not merely bureaucratic hurdles. They are a gentle societal nudge, a collective voice calling for more responsible and transparent use of data and AI. Businesses that proactively embrace these principles, not just for compliance but as a core value, build trust with their customers and stakeholders. This trust, once earned, becomes an invaluable asset, allowing for a more harmonious and sustainable relationship with technology. Let's gently muse upon the future trends once more, allowing their potential to unfold quietly in our minds. The rise of explainable AI, XAI, is a particularly comforting development. As models become more complex, the ability to gently peel back the layers and understand why a particular decision was made becomes crucial. Imagine a doctor using an AI for diagnosis. The doctor wouldn't simply accept a diagnosis without understanding the underlying reasoning. XAI tools aim to provide this transparency, offering insights into which data features most influenced a model's prediction or visualizing the decision-making process. This fosters a quiet confidence in AI systems and allows for better collaboration between human experts and intelligent algorithms. The increasing integration of data science with disciplines like behavioral economics and psychology is also a fascinating frontier. Beyond just analyzing what people do, data science is beginning to gently delve into why they do it, incorporating insights from human behavior. This allows for more nuanced understanding of customer motivations, more effective nudges for desired behaviors, and more ethically designed systems that align with human well-being. It's about bringing a deeper, more human-centric understanding to the cold logic of data. Edge computing, where data processing happens closer to the source of data generation rather than solely in centralized cloud data centers, will also grow in importance. Imagine sensors on a factory floor processing data locally, making immediate decisions without sending everything to the cloud. This reduces latency, enhances privacy, and allows for real-time responsiveness in critical applications. ITA Euro S about bringing the quiet power of computation closer to where the action happens. Consider the gentle hum of continuous learning systems. These are models that don't just get trained once and deployed, they continuously learn and adapt from new data as it streams in. This allows them to stay relevant and accurate in dynamic environments, constantly refining their understanding of the world. Imagine a recommendation engine that gets smarter with every single user interaction, or a fraud detection system that instantly learns from new types of fraudulent activity. This perpetual adaptation ensures that data science remains at the cutting edge, always evolving with the world it observes. The very concept of a digital twin is a powerful application emerging from the confluence of IoT, big data, and advanced analytics. Imagine creating a precise virtual replica of a physical asset, process, or even an entire system. Sensors on the physical entity feed real-time data to its digital twin, allowing for continuous monitoring, simulation, and optimization in the virtual space. For example, a digital twin of a complex industrial turbine could simulate various operating conditions, predict potential failures, and allow engineers to test maintenance strategies virtually before applying them to the real asset. This gentle, virtual replication allows for unprecedented foresight and control, minimizing risks and maximizing performance. Ultimately, dear listener, the journey into data science for business is a continuous quest for clarity, for understanding, and for gentle wisdom. It is about transforming the vast, sometimes overwhelming sea of information into a navigable map, guiding businesses toward serene growth and sustained success. It is a field that invites curiosity, rewards patience, and promises a future where decisions are made not in haste, but with the quiet confidence that comes from deep, data-informed insight. As you prepare to surrender to the tranquility of sleep, allow these thoughts to gently recede, leaving behind a sense of quiet order and informed possibility. The world of data science for business, in its intricate complexity, ultimately serves to simplify, to illuminate, and to bring a calming predictability to the currents of commerce. May this understanding contribute to your peace, easing your mind as you drift into a restful slumber. Allow the gentle currents of these words to carry you to deep and restorative sleep. The quiet hum of data, ever processing, ever revealing, will wait for you when you awaken. Rest now, softly, deeply, and calmly. Word count check and continuation, deepening the reflection and extending the narrative with more expansive language and gentle repetition of core themes. Let us, in these quiet moments, gently re-examine the profound shift that data science brings to the very nature of competitive advantage in the modern business landscape. In a world where products and services can often be easily replicated, the true differentiator increasingly lies in insight, in the subtle ability to understand and respond to the market with greater precision and foresight than competitors. Data science bestows this quiet superpower. Imagine two businesses operating in the same market, selling similar products. One relies on intuition, historical reports, and broad marketing campaigns. The other, however, uses data science to segment its customers into granular groups, personalize its offerings, predict market shifts, and optimize its operations with fine-tuned accuracy. Which business, do you think, will navigate the future with greater calm and success? The answer is clear. Data science transforms competition from a brute force struggle into a delicate dance of informed strategy, where every move is backed by quiet, data-driven conviction. This competitive edge is not merely about having more data, it's about the gentle mastery of extracting meaning from it. It's about having the right people with the right skills, using the right tools, and, critically, asking the right questions. The right questions are often discovered through that initial, gentle exploration of data, where unexpected patterns might quietly reveal themselves, prompting further, more targeted inquiries. It's a journey of discovery, where the destination is often more profound than initially imagined. Think of the value of truly understanding your customer, not just as a demographic segment, but as an individual with unique preferences, behaviors, and evolving needs. Data science enables this granular understanding. It allows a business to see beyond the average customer to the specific nuances of each one. This deep empathy, built on data, allows for the creation of truly resonant products, services, and experiences. It fosters loyalty, not through aggressive sales tactics, but through a gentle, personalized connection that makes customers feel genuinely understood and valued. This is the quiet magic of data-driven customer centricity. The resilience that data science imbues in a business is another aspect worthy of gentle contemplation. In an unpredictable world, where market conditions can shift rapidly and unexpected disruptions can occur, the ability to adapt quickly is paramount. Data science provides the tools to monitor the environment in real time, to detect subtle shifts in consumer behavior or supply chain dynamics, and to simulate various scenarios to assess potential impacts. This foresight allows businesses to pivot gently, to adjust their strategies with agility, rather than being caught unprepared. It transforms uncertainty from a source of anxiety into a manageable challenge, faced with a calm, informed response. Let's gently elaborate on the continuous nature of model monitoring and maintenance. A machine learning model, once deployed, is not a static artifact, it is a living entity that needs constant care and attention. Imagine a garden. You plant the seeds, nurture them, and they grow. But a garden needs continuous tending, watering, weeding, pruning, to thrive. Similarly, a deployed model needs to be monitored for concept drift, where the underlying relationships in the data subtly change over time, causing the model's predictions to gradually become less accurate. Perhaps customer preferences shift or new market trends emerge, gently altering the patterns the model learned. This necessitates a system for quietly tracking the model's performance, comparing its predictions against actual outcomes, and retraining it with fresh data when its accuracy begins to decline. It's a gentle cycle of observation, adjustment, and renewal, ensuring that the intelligent systems continue to provide reliable insights. Without this continuous care, even the most brilliant model can slowly wither, becoming less relevant and potentially leading to suboptimal decisions. This ongoing vigilance is a testament to the dedication required to harness the power of data science effectively. The collaboration between human intuition and data-driven insights is also a beautiful synergy to consider. Data science does not aim to replace human judgment, rather, it seeks to augment and elevate it. Imagine a seasoned business leader, possessing years of experience and deep domain knowledge, now armed with precise, data-backed insights. Their intuition becomes sharper, their decisions more robust, because they are informed by both their wisdom and the objective truths revealed by data. Data science provides a gentle anchor for intuition, ensuring that visionary ideas are grounded in empirical reality. It's about blending the art of leadership with the science of understanding, creating a more powerful, more balanced approach to business. This collaboration extends to the art of asking the right questions. Sometimes, a data scientist might uncover a fascinating pattern, but it takes a domain expert to understand its true business significance or to formulate a compelling hypothesis around it. Conversely, a business leader might have a pressing question, but it takes a data scientist to translate that into a solvable data problem, to identify the relevant data sources, and to apply the appropriate analytical techniques. This back and forth, this gentle dialogue between different forms of expertise, is where the most profound insights are often born. Finally, let us gently bring our quiet contemplation to a close, reinforcing the serene and transformative power of data science for business. It is a field that promises not just efficiency and profit, but a deeper, more mindful way of operating. It encourages clarity over confusion, foresight over reaction, and informed decision-making over mere speculation. It equips organizations with the gentle tools to understand their world, to anticipate its changes, and to shape their future with a sense of purpose and calm. As these words softly fade, let the quietude envelop you. May the intricate yet harmonious dance of data, the gentle whisper of algorithms, and the profound revelations of insight lull you into a state of deep relaxation. Imagine the endless streams of information, gently flowing, revealing their secrets, creating a world that is more ordered, more predictable, and more understandable. Embrace this sense of calm, knowing that even in the vastness of data, there is a gentle order to be found. Drift now, softly and securely, into a restorative sleep. May your dreams be peaceful and your awakening refreshed, carrying with you the quiet appreciation for the knowledge that data science so kindly offers. Rest deeply,